Thanks for tuning in to Chats with Your Self-Worth BFF. This is your host, Mikaela Filar, where we are here to skyrocket your self-worth, heal your shit, and take your power back. Welcome to the chat. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Chats with Your Self-Worth BFF. It's your host, Mikaela Filar. I am so excited about today because we are going to get into the topic of universal tests. I know I talk a lot about reflections, and the reflections have been reflectioning, but that's another podcast episode for another day. Today, I want to talk about the universal tests. And universal tests and reflections go hand in hand. And I kind of just want to explain exactly what a universal test might look like, why they occur, when they might occur, and what to do when they do occur. Okay, so before we get into that, I do want to share on September 5th, I cannot believe it's already September, but September 5th, which I believe is Friday. I don't know. I think it's Friday, whatever. September 5th. No, it's Thursday. So Thursday, and today is going to be Tuesday when this episode comes out, but Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am going to be holding a quantum leaping over obstacles class. I have not had this class in a few, actually, it's been like almost a year since I had the last class of this, but I just remember really loving them and them being so much fun and getting a lot of great feedback from students who have been in the class before. So if this is something that you are interested in, here are the details. So what this means is, what this class is opportunity for you to ask one of two questions, meaning one question could be something that is a reflection in your life right now. So it goes kind of hand in hand with this episode we're about to do. But so a reflection going on. This could be, why is my boyfriend not paying attention to me? Why am I feeling undervalued? Why have I not gotten the raise at my job? And how can I get closer to getting the raise at my job? It could be, why am I experiencing getting sick a lot this year? It could be, just like literally anything that you're experiencing, any type of feeling that you're having. Maybe you're at a fork in the road as far as like a decision to make and you don't know which way to go. I can intuitively channel the best route for you, and maybe even give you some options that you are not seeing. Or I can channel what's going on in your current energy field, your creator field, and see if there are any holes in your creative field that are stopping you from achieving what it is that you are desiring to achieve or create for yourself. So this is such an incredible opportunity for anyone who is maybe desiring to manifest something, or is, like I said, just at a crossroads, or maybe is experiencing something that's simply not the vibe and you're wanting to shift out of it really quickly. I can channel the physical and energetic tools for you to do that so that you don't have to deal with the negative, not good vibey thing, right? Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put the link for that in the show notes below. There are limited spaces available. I've only got, I think, 4 more spots left. So if one of them is you, I hope it is. Yay. Anyway, September 5th, which is this Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Amazing. Okay, let's get into it. So universal tests, what are they? Universal tests are just a way of our higher self to give us opportunity to prove that we are ready for the thing that we are asking for. Let's say you are asking for romantic relationship and you want them to be your dream person, but you in the past have been experiencing manifesting the same relationship. It's toxic over and over again. It's the same type of person, but in a different form. And you're just so over it. And so, but you're like clinging on to desiring to create this new romantic relationship where they calm your central nervous system. They make you feel safe. There's no, drama or toxicity in the relationship. It's very healthy. That's what you're desiring to create for yourself. But you've got this past that, of this cycle. Why is this a cycle? Why is this a past? Why does this keep happening? Because there are patterns. patterns that you have created. You are manifesting your own physical reality. So ultimately, you're in charge. Ultimately, you're creating it, right? Whatever actions you are taking, whatever decisions that you are making that are creating the situation over and over again, that's not serving your highest good, that's not the vibe. There's a reason for that. There's something in your creator field, in your energy, that is creating this and manifesting this into your physical reality. Whether you like it or not, we are manifesting 24/7 all the time. So that is why it's so important to get into control of our thoughts, feelings, and what we believe to be true about ourselves and our life. But anyways, going back to, if you're desiring to manifest a romantic relationship with a dream partner, then you've got to be the person for your dream person. And I think I kind of got into this in my last episode, but going deeper into it, like, you are going to get tested from your higher self to prove that you are ready for that relationship. So let's say you start dating and you meet this guy, and this guy doesn't, he like, he checks off a few boxes, but he always makes last minute plans. He always wants you, he only wants to hang out with you on the weekends because and only when it's convenient for him. You get the point, right? There are a few things that are really great about him, but there are a few things that are like, this isn't really like what I am desiring to manifest. So that is a test. That is a reflection, right? That is a test from your higher self that is manifested in this physical person. And that test is, are you going to, again, settle for someone who isn't everything that you desire? Or are you going to say no, not date this person, and instead continue to work on yourself to become your dream person's dream person, get into the energy of meeting that dream person and finding that dream person eventually? Like, do you trust in yourself to find somebody who is out there who has all the things that you desire in a romantic relationship? Do you trust yourself? It is self-trust. It comes down to self-trust. It comes down to trusting yourself and trusting higher power, source, God, universe, whatever word best resonates with you, right? So what is so important is recognizing, okay, is this a test? When you start to get that feeling of like, this isn't right, or this isn't what I'm asking for, this is an opportunity for me to prove that I am not who I once was, that I am growing, that I have learned a lesson, and I am no longer going to like accept the bare minimum. I am no longer going to people who are not the exact person that I'm desiring to be with in my future, right? So if we do not recognize these tests, these reflections, what's going to happen is we are going to continue to get slapped in the fucking face with them over and over and over again. This is something that I had to learn multiple times. I mean, I'm sure you have too if you're listening to this podcast. And the thing is, when you are a light worker, when you are a healer, when you are an empath, like, you are going to get your shit handed to you. Why? Because we have to learn the lessons and grow in frequency as a soul to help the collective, right? If I hadn't gone through all the shit that I've gone through in my past, I wouldn't be able to help half the people that I'm able to help because I wouldn't be relatable, right? I wouldn't be relating to them. They wouldn't be relating to me if everything was just rainbows and butterflies. If I didn't get my shit handed to me, then like I said, I just wouldn't be relatable as I am now because I have had my shit handed to me and I've had my fair share of lessons learned, right? So with that being said, like, just accept it and be okay with it and find a way to laugh about it and to just move forward with grace. And remembering that it's not about, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening for me? How is this happening for me? Find that silver lining and sit in that, knowing that everything is happening on purpose, for a purpose, for your highest good. Repeat after me. Everything is happening on purpose, for a purpose, for my highest good. Period. Period. Okay. So let's say that you are actually going through a lot right now, right? If you are getting what I call reflection after reflection after, if the reflections are reflectioning for you currently, I want to give you just a little reminder that everything is happening for you on purpose, for a purpose, for your highest good. One. Two, that everything's going to be fucking okay. Like, no matter what, think about it. All the things that you've been through already, and you always get through it. You always you come out on top, right? You always learn something new. You always grow as a soul, as a human, right? Remember, we're just souls living this human experience. Shit, like, we're not going to understand shit. So, what higher self has to do is send us these reflections so that they can fucking get our attention. Because if we were connected intuition to our higher self and to our soul, like an elite Buddha, God, 1,000 frequency soul level, then we would just be all knowing and we wouldn't have to live this human experience. However, that's not the case. We have to sometimes, if I'm ignoring my intuition, we have to get reflections. If you're ignoring your intuition, we have to get reflections, because that's our higher self's way of communicating with us. The only way that it knows how to, if we're not listening to the pings, if we're not listening to the small things and recognizing the small things before they manifest into bigger fucking reflections, right? That's another thing. Like, we often think that, like, reflections have to be this huge thing, or tests, universal tests have to be this huge things, when they're not. Reflections can be super small. It could be stubbing your toe. It could be you getting sick. It could be you, I don't know, losing money, right? Like, all of these things are signs, like they're reflections. And if we ignore them, then we are going to manifest bigger reflections, because our higher self isn't going to let it go. It's just going to be like, hey, hey, and it's going to get louder and louder, right? Trying to get our attention. And the reflection's going to get bigger and bigger. That is why it is so important to recognize the reflections, recognize what's going on that's mustering up a emotion inside of you, right? That's how you know that you are experiencing some sort of reflection, is when you are being emotionally triggered. So ask yourself, if you're being emotionally triggered, what is your higher self trying to tell you? What's the direction that it is trying to steer you in? And that will be so, so helpful. Reflections is something that I'm also, like, if you have a question about a reflection that maybe you're experiencing, I will also be answering that question, of course, inside of Quantum Leaping Over Obstacles, which like I said, is this Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you claim your spot in the show notes below. I also go into reflections in extreme detail inside of Glowed Up, my 6-week self-love and self-image mastery course. And the reason why is because I just think it is so, so, so important to learn all about reflections. And we learn how to love yourself unconditionally from the inside out. And I teach about anti-aging, and how the way that we age is actually just a reflection. Like, it's our higher self trying to get our attention. So, like, if you have wrinkles on your forehead, it's you being worried about how others perceive you. If you have wrinkles around your mouth, it's you being worried about how others are perceiving what you're talking about, what you're sharing, or how you're sharing it, right? If it's wrinkles around your eyes, it's how people see you, like you having an issue with how people see you, right? And so there is literally physical and energetic tools that I give inside of Glowed Up to reverse aging. And that is why when you learn intuitive work, when you learn how to get in touch with your higher self, when you connect to source, you literally glow the fuck up. And so that's what we're going to be doing inside of Glowed Up, my 6-week self-love and self-image course. That's also going to be in the show notes below. So if you're interested in really learning the nitty gritty and like about self-love, self-image, how they are literally the key to creating the life that you're desiring to live and glowing the fuck up, like, this is for you. And I really hope to see you inside. Doors are open now to claim your spot, and we start September 23rd. So like I said, hope to see you inside. All that being said, let's make sure together that we are opening our eyes, being self aware, seeing reflections for what they are, finding, stopping the toxic circles so that we are actually creating life that we desire to live. And yeah, that's all I've got for you today. I really hope to see you inside of Quantum Leaping Over Obstacles or inside of Glowed Up or both. If you have any questions, go ahead and just email the team. All that info is in the show notes below. You can also DM me on Instagram. My DMs are always open. It's at Mikaela Filar on Instagram and TikTok. P.S. If you liked this episode, please do me and the collective a favor. Save it, review, type a little note, what you thought about it, how you liked it, share it with a friend. That is how the podcast continues to grow and get into the hands of the people who need to hear what I have to say and the work that I am sharing. So I hope to chat with y'all soon. And as always, see you next Tuesday.